follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Eagles versus the Birds. I'm definitely stoned. Eagles versus the Giants. Philly versus New York. Or are they really Jersey? I mean, they do play in Jersey. East Rutherford, New Jersey. Anyway, Eagles Giants week 17, season 2 of Madden 24. Trying to redeem my Eagles, who have now lost two back-to-back Super Bowls to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. We're 14-1, the Giants are 9-6. We've already locked up the first round bye and home field advantage and all that, but let's go.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Rival Giants are 9-6, Eagles 14-1. You already know about my Birds. I made that known about my Philly teams.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Gainwell, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and
right now?
for a solid game.
They can't be serious. They were alright.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brian downfield.
That was too easy.
Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Eagle defense. It's It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Throwing a third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Devontae! What the fuck?
That is how you respond after taking
That was a touchdown, bro.
Give up a first drive touchdown. Go back out on defense.
Oh my God.
Down to force a 3 and out.
Talk about Butterfingers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt.
Surprised that wasn't a penalty.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away.
Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th.
I'm not exactly sure how I allowed that to happen, but that's the last time that shit's gonna happen like that. Believe that. That's gonna be your last big run like that, Saquon.
This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them.
Everybody gets one.
Going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Phillip. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Eagles have 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. Good job there getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Hurts being chased out left. He'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical
he the one that made the tackle.
And we'll
he the one that gets hurt, not Hurts.
On second down, Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something that
I was going to say, did he actually cross?
All season long.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot.
I don't think he did, honestly. Nah, he was way short. That's a whole yard. Yeah.
That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Higbee. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed, a touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns, and 2,000 so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that second and third block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the second and the third level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yards.
And they have done that to perfection almost this year. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I will continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit of play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now
2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 13.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A good pickup there, a 22.
And now at this point in the 1st half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man. It's gain 1.
And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run forward with Penny, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Jones. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Inside. That's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A heck of a play reception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
No, we won't.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter.
We are going to have a little bit of a halftime break because I'm on to popcorn. I'll be back.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem.
Holy shit, what's with the Giants on here?
And now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here.
And he's riding the bench. No, seriously, I hope one makes out all right. Makes out all right there in LA.
He'll drop to throw. Looking right side, it's complete to Watkins. Inside the 15-yard line. Now we get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 36, Jones gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and a couple. Throwing Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Click right.
They'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jones throwing for it. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Hurts. And this one's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Short throw, it's Higbee. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit. And it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Jones. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
2nd down and 6 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Come on, set.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of performed.
So for Philadelphia, they continue their winning ways as they